Hello YouTube, this is T-Reply667 and we are here with our week 1 battle of NCP, and this week we are going up against the Austin Tauros, coached by Sally Mumble. Now, for if you missed my draft analysis or however what, and you're wondering what my team is, so my team is Urshifu, Single Strike, Gengar, Rotom Heat, Tangrowth, Bronzong, Comfey, Swampert, Audino, Salamence, Golisopod, and Eldegoss. And what Sally has is they got Landorus, I, with the sheer force abilities of Sand Force, Jirachi, Rotom Wash, Moltres, Porygon 2, Slurpuff, Kamo, Excelgor, Sneasel, Tauros, and Shedinja. So going up into this week, the one big red exclamation mark I noticed is I don't handle Landorus, like, at all. Bronzong is an okay check, but if he brings, like, Gravity Landorus, which I'm kind of expecting here, it's bye-bye Bronzong. So, literally my way of handling Landorus is just to chip it down and kill it before it can really just take out my whole team. So that's fun. But going into it here, this is kind of what my team I got thus far. This is what I got built. And so first off, we'll start with, of course, the Urshifu Single Strike with the black glasses, rocking Wicked Blow, Sucker Punch, U-Turn, and Close Combat. So what this is really doing is kind of baiting the Slurpuff in a way. It's just going to click a Wicked Blow and then into U-Turn versus Slurpuff. If he doesn't bring Slurpuff for some odd reason, like maybe he just thinks Kamo is enough. Same thing for Kamo as well, just Wicked Blow into U-Turn. It's just either way, it's just here to kind of break through many of his bonds. Jirachi, Landorus, Rotom Wash. Moltres is iffy, especially if it gets the burn on me. P2, Sneasel, Tauros, like Shedinja, like his team really doesn't like dark fighting, which is what like Urshifu's typing combination. So I can easily just break through most of his team with this mon. The only mons that can probably come into this mon safely is Slurpuff and Kamo, which I have mons in the back that can easily handle both of those mons. So he's kind of like in a awkward situation of just letting this click buttons type of thing. So that's kind of what it's here for, rocking black glasses. I'm rocking a Jolly Speed to outspeed the Moltres, and then the rest invested in attack with a little bit of Spadef so that Landorus doesn't just outcome me with any move it wants to click. Next up we have Gengar. Oh wait, no. Next up we have, I'm sorry, Comfey. Yes, Comfey. Rocky Helmet Comfey with U-Turn, Draining Kiss, Aromatherapy, and Synthesis. So literally what this is here for is just to check hard wall the Kamo, which I'm expecting to come because 1, he needs something to beat Urshifu, and 2, I don't think it's a good mon, but versus my team it's alright, so I still expect it to come, either being like a defensive pivot or a like Dragon Dance set. Either way, this Convey is here to handle it either way. The U-turn is for, like, since Comfey is always a free Jirachi, the U-turn is to punish Jirachi's, not really punish, but U-turn is to get out when Jirachi comes in, go right back into Urshifu, and repeat the process where, in the end, I'm getting the upper hand. Draining Kisses, of course, is for the Kamo, Aromatherapy, and Synthesis. So, Aromatherapy, I wanted to run because Moltres getting its Flame Body burns on Urshifu is annoying, and I didn't just want to run Protective Pads Urshifu. So I'm just here going to slap Aromatherapy on Comfey so I can heal that up if whenever Urshifu gets burned by the Moltres. And of course the Synthesis, of course, is to have a better way to heal myself outside of Draining Kiss. And of course rocking Helmet as for Kamo, as for discussed earlier. Triage is just to get the priority on the healing moves. And next up, we have... Oh, and sorry. Last thing, max defense, a lot of HP invested, just of course for the Komodo as mentioned earlier. Next up we have a Gengar, and this is kind of like a fun set Gengar. This was suggested to me by a couple of friends who are helping me build, and he's rocking the Black Sludge with Substitute, Trick, Shadow Ball, and Sludge Wave. So this Gengar always lets in P2, as P2 is probably one of the best Gengar switch-ins in the meta. So what this whole set is here for is I sub on the P2 switch-in, and then I could trick my Black Sludge away, and now the passive damage of what Black Sludge does, plus getting rid of its Eviolite, means that P2 isn't a problem for Gengar anymore, as Sludge Wave plus Black Sludge is already doing 50%, so it's kind of stuck in recover turns, which I could take full advantage of. What I'm rocking is I am rocking enough speed to outspeed the, let me double check. Yeah, so I'm rocking enough speed to outspeed Jirachi, and as well as Landorus. I'm sorry, Jirachi and Landorus. And then rocking the rest in Spatak with a little bit of HP and Spadef investment. So this is what this set here. Next up we have Salamence. Now this is going to be my win con at the end game. Once I can break down his team with Gengar and Urshifu, Salamence can come in and sweep. The Lumberry is for allowing me to get free Dragon Dance off on a Rotom Wash or a Moltres, since both of them kind of like deter Dragon Dances with Rotom Wash clicking Will-O-Wisp or Moltres. Just having Flame Body alone is annoying for Salamence, so that's kind of what that Lumberry is there for over Heavy Duty Boots. And I'm actually an adamant nature, as I don't really care about trying to outspeed Jirachi, as I will be Dragon Dancing on other mons before Jirachi, since Jirachi can just click Ice Beam anyway, so trying to speed tie Jirachi I don't think is really worth it. So I'm also not really trying to outspeed Moltres or anything. What the speed investment is for Komodo, so that I can outspeed a Jolly Komodo, so that my Dragon Dance sweeper is better than his. And what I'm rocking is I'm rocking Dragon Dance, Dual Wing Beat, Earthquake, and Outrage. As discussed earlier, he really his only Outrage switch in outside is just Jirachi or Slurpuff, and the Slurpuff's gonna be busy trying to check the Urshifu. So I'm kind of expecting the Slurpuff to be really damaged or just outright KO'd at that point. And so once they what's left is Jirachi, and Jirachi can be killed by a +2 or +1 Earthquake, depending on how much health is left for the Jirachi. And then once both Jirachi and Slurpuff goes down, it's pretty much an outrage win. So that's kind of what the Salamence is here for. Very scary. I think his only real possible answer to this, once it gets the Dragon Dances off, is Sneasel. So if the Sneasel does come, I'll have to handle it either with Comfey or another Mon in the back, like or Shifu or something like that. So it's kind of what that's here for. Next up, we have the Rotom Heat. Now, this Rotom Heat is a very defensive build, max defense and almost max HP. It's rocking the Heavy Duty Boots, and it's rocking Toxic, Volt Switch, Defog, Overheat. Now, what that Toxic is for is, let's see, the only mon that can't be Toxic on Sally Mumble's team is the Jirachi. And I don't really expect Jirachi to be wanting to stay in versus the Rotom Heat. In case the Rotom Heat, either A, it's nasty plots on the Jirachi and then just kill it with Overheat. So I don't really think Jirachi would want to stay in, which means that this is just a free Toxic on one of his mons, whether it be P2, Landorus especially would be great, Komodo, that sort of thing. Then Defog, of course, is if he's like lead Spikes Excelgor. I don't like, my team doesn't really like Spikes, so if I could get rid of Spikes, that'd be amazing. So that's kind of what the Rhythm Heat is for. Kind of just to get rid of hazards as well as just toxic things. And if the Landorus is not Gravity, then this Rhythm Heat can actually tank a Rock Slide and then toxic it back. So it's kind of what we're hoping for here, is if the Landorus doesn't end up being a Gravity set for some reason, then Rhythm Heat can actually do okay versus it. Okay, as in it can live a hit. Next we have a max special defense, whole bunch of HP. Enough HP to live Grass Knot Landorus. Swampert with the lefties, and it's rocking Stealth Rock, Toxic, Flip Turn, and Protect. What Swampert's really here for is to get rocks up and then Flip Turn out, and then just work as like a bulky check versus Moltres, as well as a just Toxic the Landorus. As I said earlier, this set lives any Grass Knot from land, like a Grass Knot from Timid, Life Orb, Landorus. So if the Grass Knot does end up killing me, it's then Modest or a crit, or Choice Specs for some odd reason. So that's kind of what the Swampert's here for. It helps gauge what Landorus is, and as well as just be a nuisance overall. Stealth Rocks, Toxics, like Toxic plus Protect, just to be a super nuisance to everything. And yeah, that is my team of 6. Going into it, it's like a bulkier team, but I at least I have a solid game plan, I think, going into it. My only issue is how to handle the Landorus. But if I can handle that Landorus, whether with just like chip through Toxic or other means, then I will be in a very good position to sweep later on. So yeah, here's the team, and I will get back to you once the battle begins. Alright, welcome back. Here, let's see what he brought. Wow, he brought Lando. I am so shocked. So he brought Landorus Eye, the Rotom Wash, the Porygon 2, the Moltres, the Komodo, and the Sneasel. Alright, so kind of what I was expecting him to bring. I'm not really surprised with anything here. The Sneasel is going to be annoying. I do need to get rid of the Sneasel before Salamence can sweep. But if I can get rid of this Sneasel, I should be in a great position. So let's see, what do I want to lead off with then? I kind of want to lead Rotom, but in case he wants to lead his own Rotom for some odd reason, I don't know. I think I'll just lead Swampert. Because it's telling me either A, his rocker is Komodo, which will mean a more defensive Komodo, which I'm okay with, or B, his rocker is Landorus. And if his rocker is Landorus, I think he loses a way to touch one of my mons. So, good luck, have fun to Mumble here, and see how it leads. Let's see, they were going to lead here. A Komodo. Wow, didn't even nickname his bonds. Weak. Weak. So weak. Much weakness. Alright, Toxic. Free Toxic. He's gonna get his rocks up. Yep. And I'm just gonna Toxic him. So Toxicing this is great. Wearing it down. He did not even bring Slurpuff, which is amazing. So Urshifu actually goes in, especially with this being toxic. So I'm going to Stealth Rock now. So he hard withdraws. What's he going to? The Rotom. Honestly, this is fine. I'm a very Spadef heavy Swampert. So I can honestly just Toxic this as well. He Toxics me. Ooh, that sucks. Him missing really sucks. I'm sorry about that. But now I'm just going to... I think I'm going to Protect first. Let the toxic damage rack up. Does he Toxic again? No, he just Raw Hydro Pumps. I mean, that's fine. Once again, as I stated earlier. Okay, so he reveals that he's lefties. Alright, so the Rotom is lefties. It has Toxic and Hydro Pump. And now I'm just going to flip turn out here. So he Toxics me, that's fine. Pert being Toxic doesn't really bother me that much. I'm just going to flip turn out. See how much damage I do. Alright, so that damage is kind of telling me that that's like more of a especially bulky Rotom if I had to guess. And so, let's see. I think I could probably just go Urshifu here. Let's see. Urshifu. I'm really wasting time here, I don't like that. Versus a Rotom Wash. At level 50. Oh yeah, Urshifu Wicked Blow just blows through this thing. I'm kind of also expecting, if I had to guess, the Komo might just be Rocky Helmet. Which is fine. I mean, the Urshifu doesn't need to be at full health at all times. So I'm just going to Wicked Blow. Yeah, he withdraws, probably goes Komo. Yep. Having this thing Toxic is amazing. Alright, see how much we do here. If he's defensive, yeah, that's defensive Komo. Is he Rocky Helmet? Yep, he's Rocky Helmet. Kind of what I expected. But the Toxic racking up is amazing as well. I can just go Comfey here. He also didn't even bring... What I just noticed is he didn't bring the Jirachi, which is I'm kind of shocked about. I mean, I understand because I have Urshifu and Gengar, but I also have a Comfey, which is literally 100% walled by that. Alright, so he Toxics me. That's fine. I have Aromatherapy on this, so I could just literally just get rid of the toxic damage. And he's going to continue taking chip. So I'm just going to Aromatherapy as he switches out, I'm guessing. Or he could be a rest set. I don't think he would. I mean, he might be a rest set. Okay, so he goes Moltres. This is fine. We're all cured of poison. And we just go into Swampert here. See what he wants to click. He toxics me. Alright, so I'm just going to flip turn out here. No reason for me to stay in. I can just flip turn out into Rotom. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm literally wearing down his whole team to the point where Salamence can just sweep at the end. So he U-turns, which, if anything else, it gives me initiative. So I'm okay with that. I mean, he could go Komodo here and make me take Rocky Helmet. No, he just goes Rotom. So I go Urshifu. And his Komodo is about like a 50%. So what do I do to A? Like, I want to see if close combat if that would take out Komodo after Rocks and Toxic. It's a roll. Say he's at like, after Rocks and Toxic, we'll say like 38%. It's a roll that's pretty much in my favor, so I think that's what I'm going to click. Alright, so here's the Rocks damage. So I just click close combat. Yep. And Komodo goes down. So now well, there's still a Sneasel there's still a Sneasel, so I do have to watch out for that. Okay, so he goes Landorus. How much does Sucker Punch do to Landorus? At level 50. Sucker Punch is a 2-hit KO. Do I just sack Swampert here? No. I think I go Rotom. If anything, if he reveals Gravity, then I do have an issue. I could stay in Wicked Blow trying to bait him, but I think going Rotom is safer. He doesn't know that I'm Black Glasses. He might just think I'm like banded with not full investment. Yeah, he's Gravity. Dang, I should have Wicked Blow. That's on me. Alright, so he's going to click Earth Power here. And so I go Pert. So he's Gravity, Earth Power, I'm guessing Grass Knot, and Sludge Wave. So I'm gonna go Pert here. I should have Wicked Blowed. I definitely should have Wicked Blowed. Yeah, he Earth Powers. I live this, but it doesn't really matter. I'm literally just trying to stall Gravity turns. Alright. Protect. The issue is, I don't like the spot I'm in currently. Alright, see, this is the issue with Landorus. So I had to sack Kurt here. Unfortunately. Nothing I could really... this is just how it is. I could go Gengar, maybe. Force him out if he's like afraid of like a Specs Gengar. Say I'm Choice Specs. Choice Specs is still kind of a roll. I think I'll still go Gengar. And I'm going to sub. See what he wants to do. Alright, so you withdrew. That's kind of like... That's good. Perfect. So he goes P2. He traced my cursed body. This is fine. I now trick the P2. I love that it's a blob of black sludge. That's kind of funny. And now the P2 will be constantly hurt by black sludge. I could sub again. I just want to make sure that I'm out of Rock's range. So I still want to be able to revenge Landorus. So I'm just going to sub one more time. See, okay, so he's just going to click Shadow Ball again. That's fine. I just wanted to see what he wanted to click. Alright, I can go into my Comfey now. And just synthesis up. As he teleports out. Like, here's the thing, P2 is now does not beat Gengar, which is great. His Sneasel beats Gengar, which is not great. And now he goes Landorus again. Here's the thing, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to Draining Kiss. In case he wants to click Gravity again, then getting 2 Draining Kisses off on this puts him in range of Urshifu Sucker as well as Gengar. And so the issue is losing this does mean that I don't have a great way of checking Sneasel. But I think Draining Kiss. I think I need to get this down, and then we'll have an Urshifu that can still Oh gosh, they did. Oh, that was a crit. I mean, if he gravities here, then I'm just gonna... Okay, so he kills me. That's fine. What we do is we go Gengar. I also have a full health Rotom Heat. So I'm still okay. I'm just going to Shadow Ball here. Because Sludge Wave can kill P2 after rocks and black sludge damage. So now Sludge Wave can kill. Alright, so P2 is down as well. He goes Sneasel now. Let's see. Do I just let this Sneasel claim? Yeah, I think that's what I do here. Yeah, I'm just going to let him click no. Not my Violite, no! Alright, so... Free Rotom. What monsters does he have left? He has a Rotom Wash that's pretty much on its last legs. I think I'll Volt Switch here. Alright, so he's giving me the Rotom. Alright, now we go into... Let's see what he wants to bring out. The Moltres. Okay, so I just go back into Rotom then. This is fine. It's just I don't need this to be at full health. So losing a little bit of health is okay. I just Volt Switch again. So he Flamethrowers. How much does that do? Okay. So just Volt Switch. Bring it, put half health exactly. Let's see. I don't live a... How much does the Sucker Punch from Urshifu do? You know what? I can't. I have to go Mence, I think. And then we just DD. I don't think he goes Sneasel here. If he does, that's crazy. Because I could just roll Outrage. I think what he does is either A, he Roosts, or B, he Toxics. So I'm going DD. I need to find a way to get rid of that Sneasel, which is annoying. Yeah, he Roosts. That's fine. Salamence versus Moltres. So Moltres is at level 50. Alright, I'm at +1. At +1, I should kill like a... even a bulky Moltres, so I'm just going to Outrage now. Okay, I don't. Uses Toxic, that's fine. I am Lumberry. It sucks because I wanted to fake the other berry, the Yachi. But this is fine either way. So he gives me Moltres. Oh, now he gets the burn. That was what the... Well, that's what the Lumberry was for. And, I mean, that's fine. +1 Outrage should still kill a Sneasel, but a Sneasel Ice Shard should kill me. So, I'm still stuck in Outrage, so he clicks Ice Shard here. Yep. Yep, and that kills. I die. But now I go Rotom. And I overheat. This may not kill. I think it should, though. I mean, he's Boots. He knocks me off. That's fine. Please hit. Thank you. Yep. Alright, so I should be able to kill the Landorus with Sucker Punch from Urshifu. So I should be in a good spot then. I think. We'll find out. If he's like a... So he's Gravity, Earth Power, Sludge Wave. I don't know what his fourth move is. I'm pretty sure it's nothing to hit the Urshifu, though. Faster than I can hit it. And I'm assuming like his fourth move is probably like Sludge Wave or Knockoff. Alright, so we go into Urshifu. And we click the Sucker Punch. And the Landers goes down. Alright, GG's to Sally Mumble. It was a really good close game. Honestly, I am very happy with the build. I was getting a lot of side glances because I had literally nothing to check the Landers. But in the end, I was happy that I was able to pull away with the dub there. Gengar, built different, so I gotta say. The trick set was such a piece of art that I was able to like bait the P2 and then take out the P2. So very happy about that, how that went down. I'm sad that Salamence wasn't able to just OHKO the Moltres. I don't think it really mattered because I wasn't living in Ice Shard anyways, but it would have been cool to OHKO it. But in the end, overall, very happy with that battle, I think. I brought a fun team. I think, like, I kind of predicted the gravity set, so it's kind of why I didn't bring Bronzong, which is a really good Landorus check outside of Gravity Earth Power. So overall, very happy with how that went. A couple of misplays on my part, I think. I think I should have predicted Gravity from the Landers and just stayed in with Wicked Blow. But at the end, that was like a risk that I wasn't really willing to take, so that's okay. It just ended up sacking more mons than really needed. Happy with the build and everything. Probably one of my better builds, honestly, especially to take on Landers. So, extremely happy about that. That's one busted mon down. I still have like 3 others to go because NCP thought it would be funny if I got to play Landers, Zamazenta, and Dragon Bolt all at once. So thanks NCP, really appreciate it. But overall, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next week. Peace.